Repeat the VIN number for the roll up, Read it. Alright, let's see. Fingers crossed. I've never seen anybody do that. Is he doing it? You see him? He's not letting him go in. I don't know what's the problem. I wonder if we can call it.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm just going to give it another minute or so and just let some more people join, and then we're going to get started. Cool, we got some more people joining, so I'm just going to give it another minute or so, and we're going to get into it. Okay, cool. So it looks like we have a good number to start now. So welcome everybody to our Uber 101 webinar for Connecticut Uber partners. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go through a bunch of these slides with some good info for you guys on these slides. And then I'm going to open it up to general questions at the end. So we have a chat box to the right. Hopefully you can see. You can actually type in any questions there. And once I'm finished presenting the slides, I will go through and I'll read those questions out loud and we'll get them answered for you. So let's get started. So congrats, you guys should all be through the background check process. You should be able to sign in and actually get online. So when you go online, we want you in the car ready to pick up. That makes you available. And once you get a request, they're going to get an ETA. So we need you in the car ready to go. So as you can see in step one, you're offline. You can still see yourself on the map. And then once you tap that blue button up top to go online, then you're available. So we need you in the car ready to go. Step three, that's actually a request coming in. So you like that screen, that's somebody looking for a ride, someone looking to pay you to give them that ride. And up top, it'll tell you what they're requesting, so UberX. That outside blue line will count down 15 seconds for you to answer it. If you don't answer in that 15, it's going to go to the next closest online partner. To answer it, you simply just tap on it. And then it's your trip. No one's going to take it from you. So that's accepting the trip request. So let's go over our insurance policy quickly. So we do have you covered out there. Uber has a commercial policy as soon as you're online. So offline, there's no difference. You're on your own. The reason we want to see your name on that insurance policy is it tells us somebody knows you're using this car to drive with Uber. So once you're online, even before you've accepted a trip, we have you covered. with 50,000 injury, 100,000 total, 25,000 property. As soon as you have accepted that trip or you're on a trip, it bumps up to $1 million liability coverage. So this is our commercial policy. It's James River is the insurance company. Keep in mind this is a $1,000 deductible, but God forbid anything serious happens, we can cover $1 million in liability and damage if anyone goes to the hospital. If your car is totaled, you pay that first $1,000, and we're covering the rest. So we want you to keep track of your partner dashboard. So we like to point this out. A lot of people are driving with Uber and they have no idea about their partner dashboard. It's a key component. So you have your app and then you have your dashboard, which can be located at partners.uber.com. So you can do it on a computer. I would check it every night. You can check out your pay statements, day by day, week by week, trip by trip. Partners.uber.com, you can access your vehicle information. You can actually add a vehicle and delete a vehicle. You can't actually add a vehicle on the app. Tax seasons is here, and our partners are getting their taxes at their dashboard. They can actually download their 1099s at partners.uber.com. So please keep track of this dashboard as well as your app. So you have your app and you have your dashboard. So check that out tonight. So we do have your back. So let's talk a little bit about partner safety. So drivers rate riders. So we want to give you guys the control. So we ask you guys to rate every customer after every trip. We want to know how our customers are. We like to keep tabs on them. We like to see if we need to kick them off the platform. So it's a 1 through 5 star system, 5 being the best. So we like to say, a nice and normal person, it's 5 star. If any issues, give a lower rating. If it's a serious issue, give a 1 star. That will actually disconnect you from ever having to pick them up again, as well as we'll want to hear feedback. So we can actually get your story, get the report on them, and if we see that, happening more than once, most likely we're going to kick them off the Uber platform. So we want to point out, it's no random pickups, so you want to feel at ease with that. Before riding with Uber, these riders are required to create an account. That means we have their personal information, we have their credit card information, phone numbers, and we're tracking every ride. So as soon as they hop in your car, you start that trip, we know exactly where you've went, where you are, where you're at. So these are not random people. They all have profiles with us, so you should feel safe doing this. And it is a cashless transaction, so we want to protect you. So no driver needs to carry any cash with them. It's possible you may get a few bucks here and there from tips. That's the only time you're going to have cash on you. But everything else goes through the app. So they have their debit or credit card uploaded. Once you start that trip, you're being paid. Once you end it, the payment's in. So don't worry about collecting any money transactions. Definitely we want to teach you about maximizing your earnings. So there are better times to drive than others. We find Monday through Friday, it says 7 a.m. here. I like to say more like 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the morning commute. So people are looking to get to that train. They're looking to get into the city. They're looking to get to their office. So if you can be out there, early, you can catch these early rides. So 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then we find the afternoon commute is 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So that's going to be Monday through Friday as well. People are coming home from work. They're getting off that train, looking to leave the office. So these are 2 times, that are really key to be out there if you want to maximize. We do see an increase Thursday nights, starting Thursday nights. So, anytime after 4 p.m. to 3 a.m. on a Thursday can be busy. People kind of start their weekends on Thursdays. So Fridays, we see that as well. Fridays should be busy practically all day after 4 as well, till 3 a.m. Saturday, all day, you could be busy. Sunday, all day. Sunday is actually a nice day if you're looking to ease into it. People aren't in such a rush, but it's not a very hectic day either. As well as weather can cause high demand as well. So we have rain, cold, snowing, snow season now. So if you feel comfortable driving in these conditions, you can earn some more money. Demand goes up, less drivers on the road. We will notify you for events such as concerts, sporting events, festivals. So keep an eye out for those, but we will also notify you. Whether it's taking them to these concerts, to these events, or picking them up, both can cause a very, very high demand. Definitely holidays, Halloween, New Year's. New Year's is probably our biggest night. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. So if you're not thinking about celebrating, you may want to think about going out and earning those days. Huge days for us, high demand. We talked, rush hour, late night. So when those bars close, if you're, kind of a night owl and you can be out there at 1:45, 2 a.m., very high demand once on Friday, Saturday nights when the bars close. So let's talk a little bit about the surge pricing. So surge is when there's a higher demand for rides than we have partners in the area to give those rides. So on the left side of the screen, you can see this is what the customer is going to see. They're actually notified that they're going to be charged 1.25 times the normal Uber fare. So they actually have to accept this higher fare. So they're not going to come after you. They're not going to come after Uber for saying I was overcharged because they agreed to the higher fare. So it's all based on demand. If a really high demand, it could go up. You see it's a 1.8 to the right. Red is going to be very high surging. Orange, medium, and yellow is light. But if you can actually just be in those areas, before it surges, that's the best. Like I said, when those bars get out at 2 a.m., if you're there at 1:45, chances are it's going to start surging. You're going to get a surge trip. So try to work those busy times. So let's get into some FAQs. So how long should you wait for a rider? You should wait at least 5 minutes for any rider. But if they don't come out after 5 minutes, you should try calling them or texting, up to you. But I think calling is a little more direct, a little easier. So if they're not picking up that phone call, I would give another 2 minutes, try to call again because you want to give that ride instead of canceling. But if they're not coming out, they're not picking up their phone, you can cancel and do a ride or no-show. We're going to charge them $5. So what if there are multiple stops? What if they change the destination? So multiple stops are totally fine. So you're actually paid based on the time and the distance. So, as many stops as you make, that's more money for you. The mileage, the time, you can always have them change the destination. You have the ability to change the destination as well. But it's easier just to tell them, hey guys, is this your final destination? No. Okay, all right, we're here. Just change the destination for me, and we'll. So just wait on completing that trip until they're ready to get out of the car. So what if a rider makes a mess? We need pictures. So we need at least 2 clear photos of that mess, and then you need to go to your trip history in the app. It's under Earnings, Trip History, and you need to click on I had an issue with the rider, and then request a cleaning fee. So it'll ask you for those photos. It'll ask you for a receipt if you have one, and it'll ask for details. The more details, the better. So we can charge these customers this cleaning fee, and we can charge them up to $150 if it's a huge mess. So the photos are very, very important. So what if too many people try to get in your car? Politely explain that you can only fit as many people as you have seatbelts for your car. You can encourage that group to request a second Uber. It's a good opportunity to give out a promo code. But whatever the fare is going to be, it's not going to be worth it if you get a ticket, right? So if they don't have a seatbelt for them, too many people in the car, it's illegal. You might get a ticket. So be careful with that. So let's go over the difference between Uber X, Uber XL, Premium, and SUV. So Uber X, that's your typical 4-door vehicle. It's 2002 or newer in Connecticut right now. You can fit 1 through 4 passengers. So if there's 4 of them, they're paying the same price as if there's 1 of them. But it's the most requested ride in the country, and definitely in Connecticut. And then if you can fit 5+ people, not including yourself, so you have to have that 3rd row vehicle, those SUVs, you can do XL pickups as well. So you're going to stay busy with Uber X, but if an XL trip comes in and you can take it, then it'll go to you and you get paid a higher fare. Our premium service pays way higher. We used to actually only offer it to commercial drivers, but we've changed that, and we actually offer it to UberX drivers with high ratings and premium vehicles. So we actually have a premium vehicle list on our Connecticut site, which I'm going to give to you at the end, but it's actually right here as well, uber.com/drive/Connecticut. There's a few tiers of vehicles. All of them qualify for premium. Some can be older than others. So check if you have a premium vehicle. And then the way it's going to work is after 25 trips, if you have a 4.7 or higher rating, you could accept premium trips as well, which could make your day, could make a week for you. So definitely the more you can do, the more you can earn. So how much do you get paid? What can you expect to earn? So the fares on every trip are calculated by Uber. The payments are made direct deposit into your checking account every Thursday. So earnings really depend, where you are, how often you're driving. So there's a lot of variables, but do expect weekly direct deposits. But if you're working those, busy hours, we have people, earning good fares. So can you have a spouse or another passenger in your vehicle? You can't. You cannot. The customer's expectation is to fit as many passengers as your vehicle allows. So if you have if you have someone sitting there, they're not going to be able to fit. But as well as the bigger reason is you're the only one that passed the background check. So having these non-customers in your vehicle could compromise your partnership with Uber. It doesn't make customers feel comfortable when they're getting picked up by more than one person. How do taxes work? Partners or independent contractors get a 1099 form. You are responsible for filing and paying your own taxes. Uber does not provide tax advice. Some other FAQs. Where can you drive? So you can drive anywhere in the state of Connecticut. So you can do pickups anywhere in Connecticut. You can do pickups in New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. You cannot drive in New York City you can't drive in anywhere in New York State unless you are a commercial driver with a TLC license and plates. So who's paying for the tolls? If you drive through a toll, the Easy Pass toll amount is automatically charged to the rider, and you'll be credited for the cost of the toll. So we suggest having that Easy Pass ready to go, and then boom, it's put onto the fare. If you drop off in any of the 5 boroughs of New York, we will also credit $15, knowing that you have to come back through a toll empty-handed. Do you have a minimum? Do you have to log a minimum number of hours? Nope. As an independent contractor, you're your own boss. You make your own hours. So when you want to earn some money, turn on the app, go online. No minimum amount of hours. We do recommend one trip every 30 days to keep the account active. So here are the sites. So definitely check out these tonight. Uber.com/drive/Connecticut. That's the Connecticut homepage. We actually have in-person office hours, which you can check out. We are somewhere in Connecticut 5 days a week. It's always 11 to 4. So check that out. We're in Stamford, West Haven, and Hartford. So if you need to come see us, check out the Connecticut site, check out our schedule. You will also see perks on there, as well as any Connecticut details. And then we talked about partners.uber.com. That's your homepage, so you're going to want to stay on top of that as well. So right now, I just want to open it up to any general questions, anything we didn't cover. You can type it into the chat box, and I'll read it out loud for you, and I will get the question answered. I'm also going to put in a video and a few links into the chat right now. So any questions, anything we didn't cover, put it into the chat box and I'll answer it. Okay, so yeah, can you get a copy of the declaration page of the insurance coverage? You can, yeah. So I'm going to go back to that page. It's actually a link. It's actually at the bottom. So it's t.uber.com/insurance. So it's t as in tom.uber.com/insurance. That should come up. If it's not coming up, it's t.uber.com/ins1. But either of those will get you to our insurance policy page.
So now, yeah.
No problem.
So now we know it's all set up from your documents. At this rate, hopefully it's only more. Sorry about that. No, so write down both of his emails and like both of his password form, and so you have everything. You can sign out for one, sign out for the other, and just go.
So just keep the questions coming if you have them. So are there common occurrences that a new driver should be aware of with regards to a passenger issue or any passenger issues? No, I mean, so if you don't feel comfortable picking someone up, it's best to cancel it before it's started, before the trip started. Let's say you pull up and you don't like the scene, it's late, you want to get home, they look a little rambunctious. In that case, I would just cancel it and just get out of there instead of dealing with difficult passengers. So it's always best to try to get a feel if this ride's going to work out. If it's not, you might as well just cancel it. But you can always leave that rider feedback. You could always end the trip at any time. Yeah, you can. You can refuse a fare. Obviously we don't want that happening, but we understand things happen out there, um, especially if you pull up and it's a big group and they all seem maybe intoxicated or in a certain mood. I would cancel that one and just get out of there. You can always just say this ride's over, pull over, tell them to get out if they're not getting out. You can take the keys out of your car, ignition, help out, and call the cops. Any other questions? Do your drivers typically have a camera recording things? Well, everyone's independent. It's their own business. We've heard of it. You can do it. We have nothing against it. You could also put a camera that doesn't work. If they see a camera, it's probably going to deter them from doing anything. So if that makes you feel safer, you're more than welcome to have a camera.
I mean, you could. No, you can't. That's pretty good. I mean, all right, yeah, put it on for this weekend. And then just do it. But you have to put my notice better.
All right, thanks for joining, Rose. Yeah, no problem. You have a great weekend as well. Anyone else have some questions they want to put into the chat? I'll give it a few more minutes. Any questions you can think of, just put them right in that chat and I'll get them answered. All right, so if no further questions, thank everybody for tuning in. please stop by our office if you need to come talk to us one-on-one. I hope this was helpful for all of you, and best of luck out there. Should be busy tonight, should be busy all weekend, so better time than ever to just get out there and try some trips. All right, everyone, have a good weekend. Thank you.